Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show ZPA Device Posture. The Device Posture profile is a set of criteria evaluated on the user's device as the access policy rule criteria to allow or block users from accessing application segments based on users' device characteristics. Posture checks provide a higher level of assurance that the access to the private application is done using the authorized corporate approved devices instead of users' own personal devices. For example, if you specify a file path in the device posture profile, the user has access to the applications if the user system has the file specified in the posture profile. So we have a set of device postures available for Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS as shown in the table here. So on the ZPA Mobile Client Connector portal under Administration, there is a tab for device postures where you can create the posture profiles. As you can see that you can have the posture enabled for different platforms, and then this is where you can have those postures defined. So I have 5 device postures created. Now in the ZPA portal under the policies, you could see that in the access policy, this is where you define the criteria. Now before doing that, let me show you the setup that I have. This is the app connector on the top right that you see that it's running, and this is the private app server behind the app connector, which has different test files available. So on this right side, I have 2 consoles available. From here, you could see that I could reach my private server, and it is using the CGNet IP, and the traffic is going through Zscaler. Similarly, I can also download one of this file, which is here, that 25 meg test file, and you could see that the file is being downloaded. Right now, the criteria that is used for the access policy is in this ZPA profile is this. So this is the criteria that I have, and application segment group, and the client connector posture profile. You could have multiple postures added here, and then there's an option whether you want to do a Boolean or AND. So if you do a Boolean AND, then the device must match all the posture checks regardless of whether the posture check is relevant to the device OS or not. So let's go back and check the ZPA diagnostics. Let's filter for last 1 hour, and you could see that this is the log that I have for this TCP download that I have. Let's check this one. So I downloaded this 25 meg file. Let's refresh the logs here. And you could see that this is the log that it shows that the user sent this record, and this is the metadata. The service has received the request from the client, and then the request was sent to the app connector. Then it receive about 25 meg because the app connector behind the app connector is that server which has that file. So it receives 25 meg from the app connector, which is sent back to the client. And the device posture here shows that it verified the disencryption, the firewall, and of course I don't have any of these enabled. So this was the case where the device succeed to meet the access criteria defined in the access policy. So now if I go and edit this access policy, and instead of firewall, let's change this to file path. And so let me stop this and save this change here. And now let's try to download, and you could see that the same file that the user was able to download before it failed this time because now that I have added the condition that this user device failed to meet that posture criteria. So in this case, there is, you could see here that it shows that the policy is not configured for access, and these numbers that were showing you that there was a 25 meg file downloaded, they're all zero, because this case the service edge will not forward the user request to the app connector to download that file, because we have a criteria that the device failed to meet. So this is basically the as you could see that it failed to meet the file path, whereas which was configured in the access policy. So in this case, the access to the private application is blocked as shown here. So hope you find this video and the contents presented here useful. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks and have a great day.